The third warm-up routine is going to focus on a multi-directional movement. We're going to get started right away by getting your glute activation with a quadruped hip extension. We're just going to place your folded up towel right underneath your knee, and quadruped is a fancy term for being on all fours. Jacqueline's going to push the shoulders away, pull the belly button in, and then push your heel up to the sky by activating her glute. You'll feel a slight stretch in the front of your thigh. She'll bring that back down. She'll again fire her glute to elevate her heel, making sure to stay very even across the back. This will help in glute activation and also spinal stabilization. And we'll do this for 8 to 12 repetitions on each side. This is quadruped hip extension. Trunk twist with rotational lunge will help open up all the muscles of your torso rotators as they attach into your hips. Looks like this. Jacqueline's going to relax her arms and just move from her core, rotating back and forth, and then gradually starting to add more and more hips and then squatting into that. Make sure that we keep a perfect posture, sitting the hips back and down, and almost act as if you're hitting an open forehand to an open backhand, becoming more and more dynamic over time. This is trunk twists with rotational lunge. The lateral lunge to drop lunge is going to stretch out the muscles of the outer and the inner hip. Jacqueline's going to start off by taking a lateral lunge out, keeping perfect posture, both feet flat, both toes straight ahead. Focus on keeping this inside leg straight. You'll feel the stretch here. She'll then go off the outside leg and into her drop lunge, where she's going to turn her hips, square up, and squat. Push off the front leg into a lateral lunge, into a drop lunge, squaring up. That is lateral lunge to a drop lunge. The lateral lunge to drop lunge can be done from sideline to center mark on an easy day and from sideline to sideline on a harder day. The quadruped lateral reach is going to focus on really activating our glutes while maintaining good core stability. Jacqueline's going to get in that quadruped or 4-point down position. She's going to extend her hip, then she's going to rotate the foot out. She's then going to activate her glute to lift her leg up and over. Should feel it here, and then sweep it back. Notice that she keeps a good pillar throughout, sweeps, activating in the glute, and then bringing it back. This is a quadruped lateral reach, done for 8 to 12 repetitions on each side. The Cook sideline pec stretch is going to open up the muscles of your torso rotators as well as the muscle of your chest, shoulder, and back. Jacqueline's going to roll over on her side. She's going to tuck this knee up toward her chest and then grab it with the bottom arm so we keep that in place. Then we're going to rotate this shoulder back and then reach the hand all the way up. Notice the palm up toward the sky. Want to make sure this arm stays very long, almost reaching out of your fingers and then sweeping it down, the palm up. And then as we come down toward the glutes, the palm will roll down, the arm will bend, tucking it into the low back. We'll then sweep the hand right back up, opening it up to the sky, and trying to reach all the way above the head, reaching out of the shoulder joint. We'll do this between 8 and 12 repetitions on each side. And we should get progressively lower with the hand getting closer and closer to the core with every rep. This is the Cook sideline pec stretch. linear pillar skip is going to help improve the dynamic flexibility between our hips, as well as teach us the best acceleration mechanics. Jacqueline's going to hold perfect posture. She's going to bring up the toe up toward her shin, the knee up, and the heel up, keeping it all underneath the body and then striking it right back down by firing her glutes and hamstrings. So hold perfect posture and think down. Push down. That's the way. Hips are nice and tall. Good extension of the ankle, the knees, and the hips at the bottom. And rest. That is the linear pillar skip, and that may be done from sideline to sideline. The straight leg skip progresses from the straight leg march. Skipping just means that the foot is going to hit twice on the court, alternating between the right and the left. Jacqueline's going to hold the perfect posture, legs straight, and we're going to pull this down a little bit more dynamic. Pulling from the glutes and the hamstrings, making sure to keep the toe up toward the shin. This will help improve our dynamic flexibility in the hamstrings and glutes, as well as develop more force. The crossover skip is going to dynamically stretch out all the muscles of our hip and our low back. It's also going to teach you how to have a very explosive crossover step. In slow motion, it will look like this. She'll keep great posture, then Jacqueline will point her knee up and her toe up where she wants to go, and then drive it back down from the glutes, pushing through and extending through the hip, the knee, and the ankle. That's what's going to happen. Let's go ahead and do it at speed. Cross over and extend. Good. And that is the crossover skip. The crossover skip can be done sideline to sideline. The lateral leg swing is going to activate the muscles of the outside of the hip and stretch the muscles in the groin. Jacqueline's going to make sure to hold perfect posture from ear to hip, really locking in her core. She's going to make sure the toe also stays straight ahead throughout the whole range of motion for 4 reps. Then we'll progress into the toe pointing up to the sky at the top for 4 more reps. Really look for a nice straight line down the center of our body. Here we go, Jacqueline. Good. Then we can progress to the toe now rotating and pointing up. Now we'll change the stretch a little bit more to the hamstring. This is the lateral leg swing. This can be done for 8 to 12 reps on both sides. The drop step skip was designed to open up the muscles of your hips so that you can fluidly get back for overhead type movements. Jacqueline's going to hold perfect posture, and at the same time she's going to lift that leg up with the toe up, knee up, and then slide the leg back and then attack back down to the ground. Make sure we watch for a perfect posture throughout. Get the foot right back down to the court. And go. Good. Push down. That's the way. That is the drop step skip. Rapid response, linear, 1 foot over the line drills will help improve your single leg strength and explosiveness. Jacqueline's going to balance by locking in a perfect posture, stabilizing your ground-based hip, and then going over the line 4 inches and then back. Making sure that we do this by keeping the knee over the toe and the knee underneath the hip. We're going to do this right away, again, from 4 to 10 seconds, anywhere between 2 and 4 sets on this exercise. Ready, go! Notice the good posture and the hip stability and time. Excellent. This exercise can also be progressed to take it into an explosive acceleration to sprint. Ready, go! Go! Ready, go! Stop! Ready, go! Go! Rapid response, 1 foot lateral base, is going to help us with our rapid change of direction. Jacqueline's going to keep those feet apart. Her right foot is going to move up and down, but it's not going to move side to side. Her left foot will move side to side over the line. This will be a little bit of a brain teaser, but it'll help improve coordination and that change of direction. Ready, go. Away. And rest. This can be done for 4 to 10 seconds, 2 to 4 sets on each side. This exercise may also be progressed into a crossover to an explosive acceleration to sprint. Ready, go.